quit my job. I quit my full-time job. Because what the fuck are we all doing? What is happening? What is going on? What are we all fucking doing? Whereby we are working jobs. I know a lot of people are going to come at me there now, but I have my first ever album just ready, and I don't have enough time to work on it. I get home from work, I haven't made a new song in months, because whenever I get home from work, I'm knackered, and I can't be arsed. So fuck this shit. I'm quitting. Oh, fuck. I'm quitting my full-time job to promote my first album.
I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but listen, the people making music, they better off getting a job. The way the music industry going. That might not be his best decision that he's made in life. He might be coming back on this app saying he got another job. Quitting to pursue music. Music should just be like a hobby, something you do on the side for enjoyment, leisure time, you know what I mean? They not making money in the music industry like that right now. You got rappers robbing people, going to jail. For other genres, they just not touring like that. Shows getting canceled. People don't got money to go to the shows. Certain artists, people gonna find money, but you gotta be an A-list artist. But as a newbie, I don't know, brother.
So I quit my job today. I feel like I'm gonna throw up. A long story short is that I'm having a newborn in a couple of weeks, and then directly after that my partner has to go through knee surgery. So put in a flexible, work arrangement, put forward to my work to say that I would like to work part-time during a 6-month period, just so I can be at home to help out, because trying to have a newborn with a busted leg, is going to be extremely hard on my wife. So I just wanted to be there to support her, and they rejected it. So I quit. I'm just so sick and tired of supporting businesses and companies that just don't fucking support me. Well, she'll be right. Just come to work full time while your missus is dealing with a toddler and a newborn on one fucking leg. No worries, mate. Are you fucking kidding me? I don't know what the future holds for me, but, I'll make it work. I always fucking make it work. If anyone's got some part-time work in a card shop or social media, hit me up, because, I got time. But yeah, we're jobless again.
Again. She quit her job with no backup plan, which people are doing right now. Is it smart? No. Not with the job search set up the way that it is. You got to do what you want to do in life. You can make your own decisions, and that's what people are deciding to do.
I quit my job. No backup plan. Nothing lined up. No safety net. And the truth is, before y'all think I'm just someone insane, especially in this economy, this is something that's been brewing up for a while. This is something that I've been preparing for mentally and spiritually. And,
What about financially, though? I'm just saying, she should have been preparing financially. She don't got no safety net.
God gave me the message that today was the day, yesterday. I feel like the truth is I've been called to do this for a while, but I just was, hiding behind the fact and being led by money. But, I chose to have faith in God and faith in myself as well. And the truth is, unless I take that step, I'll never see what God has in store for me. The cycle will never end unless I break it. So that's what I did. I didn't take a break. I'm not taking a break. I'm building my breakthrough. I'm walking into a different era of my life. I'm making some real change so I can get the change that I've been hoping for. But if I stay at that job, there was no way it was gonna happen. Okay? This economy that we're in, as well as just these worldly timelines that everyone and I was following, can no longer lead my life. You know what I'm saying? Have something lined up before you leave is a worldly timeline. But what about God's timeline? What about what he has for me? Not what a regular person is supposed to do. So, I hope that y'all would follow and join the journey. If you have a situation that is similar, or if you've ever been in the same spot, if you're in the same spot, I definitely ask that you follow, comment how you feel and what you've went through. And, if you would like to support me, buy me a coffee, link in bio.
Now, I get that. I get what she's trying to say. Of course, the Most High is in control, right? Who is anybody else to say when you should quit or what you should do with your life. I am going to say this, faith without works is dead. Everybody want to talk about faith, but what about the works? What works are you putting in behind? So basically what she's trying to say is he has another plan for her. So she just quit, no backup plan, no nothing. She going to lean on him 100%. Okay, that's solid. As you should, right? Still got to put that work in though. It sounds like she's confused on what her next chapter will be or what her purpose is.
I accidentally logged into my nurse educator's email at 3 a.m. and I found out exactly what everybody thought of me. I was the nurse leader on my unit. We had just moved units because of construction going on in the hospital. I needed to log into Epic to get a bed for a patient. So I sit down at a random computer. Epic pulls up fine for me. But when I go to open Outlook, my educator's email is still logged in from day shift. And by pure muscle memory, I go to sign her out. My cursor is literally sitting on top of the sign out button. And something just tells me to stop. At the top, there was a pen thread. And I saw my name. I didn't even process it at first. I just remember staring at the screen like, why is my name up there? So I opened it. It was a group email chain. People that I worked with, people that I saw every single shift were talking about me. And not like in a, oh, I'm concerned, professional feedback sort of way. It was mostly commentary, opinions, and side conversations about me like I was not even in the building with them. And then I saw that management was in on it too. They weren't stopping it. They were part of it. I remember sitting there in complete silence. Like I was actually frozen, just staring at the screen. I could only stomach reading one email, so I called my friend over and had her look at it to see how bad the rest were. Now, me and her normally hoot and holler all shift long, so when I saw her face drop while she was reading them, I knew they were bad. I still actually have the pictures of every single one of those emails that she took that I have not opened to this day. But because I'm a real professional, I logged out, closed everything, and I just went back to being the charge nurse for the rest of the shift. No explosion, no confronting anybody. I had been going back and forth for months about whether I wanted to stay at that job. When God gave me a choice to move, I didn't take it. So I really think he took that choice from me. I put in my notice that same week. But here's where it gets good. Before I left, I sent an email to my manager and my director and the educator outlining my entire experience there as the only black charge nurse in the hospital and exactly how I was treated by their staff members. They never responded. But the next day, I got a call from the director of HR for the hospital telling me I did not have to work my notice and that I was going to be paid for every single shift that I had scheduled for the next 6 weeks. So I guess the joke was kind of on them because I got paid to go to Pilates.
Okay, see, that's a different outcome. She's still getting paid, and she figured out it was a reason for her to quit. That reason was she wasn't valued where she was at. That's him making a way. I'm going to still make sure you paid for 6 weeks. Now, she got 6 weeks time to lock in on what she wants to do, find a new job, whatever she want to do. That's her choice.
When I quit my job without having another one lined up, I gave myself 6 months. 6 months to make an income on my own. And now the problem is that what I need in order to cover my mortgage, daycare, car, food, everything for me and my daughter is $6,000 a month, which is a lot to try to figure out to come up with on your own in about 6 months. But now that I haven't had a job for a month and there's no paycheck coming in, some mornings I wake up and I am very motivated and I am writing down my ideas and I feel very creative and everything. But other mornings I wake up and I feel nothing but doubt and fear.
And this is why I'm saying you should have been working on that before you quit. You should see some results from it. You already see results. You got a track record of how much you can make or how much you have been making for the past couple of months, couple of years, however long. Let's say you making $3,000 a month. You know, if you really lock in and you put 100% into it, you can make 6 bands because you was making 3 bands off of part-time working that business or that idea. That would be wise. Just quitting off the whim and not knowing what to do and barely even thought about it this the first time you thinking of ideas after you have already quit doesn't make sense to me personally. But to each his own.
Because the responsibility is completely on me now. There's nothing coming in every 2 weeks like it was before. But I know something for certain is that if I would have stayed at that job miserable and full of anxiety, I would have completely regretted staying there for 20, 30 years and knowing that I never lived the life that I was supposed to live. So what I need to do now is figure out how to make $6,000 a month on my own eventually. So if you have any advice, anything that you know that you've done and has worked for you or that it has not worked for you, please let me know in the comments. Thank you.
She came to TikTok to ask for advice on what to do. She has no idea what her strong suits are, what she's interested in, what she would be good at or like to do. See, that's what I'm talking about when people just quit and don't got no ideas or nothing. I thought she said she was coming up with ideas. She don't got no ideas. She don't know nothing other than work. She has a worker's mindset. It's a difference between an employee mindset and an employer's mindset. An entrepreneurial mindset and a normal working mindset is two different things. She got a very late start. Now she got to relearn everything. She got to learn how to even think like someone who does a business. Then she got to come up with what she's good at. Got to figure out what she would want to do, how to make it profitable. She needs 6 bands a month, which ain't a low number when you're just starting something brand new. Hopefully she got some money to market it. She gonna be back at a job, it's looking like. Yo, what y'all think, family? Drop it in the comment section below. I appreciate y'all for tuning in. Once again, it's your brother YT. Peace to my Hebrew fam. Shalom.